25. Oh Lord of His mercy. Oh Lord of His. Oh Lord of His. Hey girl, make me tell you walk one, make me flow in your ear like the river Jordan. Understand, you want me but you say you have a man.
It's Natty-B and Zee. Y'all might not recognize me. I went blonde on you, but don't worry, it's still me. Anyways, we are so excited that you guys tuned in. Natty and I are going to be sharing the 10 steps to being the perfect woman. So if you want to know how to get snatched, hunty, pull it together, then you're going to want to stay tuned, right?
Stay tuned.
So step number one, first and foremost, no one is perfect. Okay?
All right.
So let's go ahead and throw out that false sense of reality right now. We are not perfect. And actually, that's a great thing because, man, life would be so boring if everybody was walking around perfect. I mean, think about it.
I mean, so ask yourself this. Why would you want to be perfect? If you were perfect, I mean, like she said, we'd be boring. And I think one of the joys about being a woman is that we are all so different. We are all so diversely different. And who wants monotony? No one's perfect. You're not supposed to be perfect. No one in this world is perfect. So first, just throw that out the window.
Yeah, I mean,
no one's perfect.
You're going to be running in circles if you're trying to be perfect because guess what? You're never going to reach it. None of us are, as we said. So let's enjoy not being perfect. How about that? Step number 2. This is going to be playing off of step number 1. You want to accept your flaws and celebrate them. Stop hiding what society tells you isn't beautiful about yourself. They are what make you unique, and why would you really want to dull your light, you guys? Come on. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. Something that I had to deal with growing up is my forehead, okay? I got a whole 5 head, but guess what, honey? I'm rocking it, okay? And it works for me. It worked for Rihanna. It can work for you too, okay?
It sure did work for Rihanna. Yeah, I mean, flaws are something that, like she said, we're supposed to be celebrating. Again, it makes us unique. It makes us who we are. If we were all monotonous, if we all look the same, life would be boring. Who would we be attracted to? It just wouldn't work out. All right. So accept your flaws, celebrate them, understand them. Just know that it makes you who you are. Z shared about her forehead, some self-disclosure myself. I've always actually been self-conscious about my lips because I have dark freckle spots all over my lips. Most people don't notice unless you're actually staring, but they're there and they're prominent, and I've always had them. And I would hate, I would never want anyone to notice, but there's nothing I can do about them. They're not going anywhere. They've been there for my 30 years of life. And so I've just had to accept it. And it is what makes me who I am. And some people who have noticed it know that that's what my lips naturally look like. So flaws are good.
Yeah.
They're not a bad thing. Accept them.
Like we said, it makes you unique, and that's awesome. Have your own light, let it show, don't be afraid and don't hide because like she said, this is what we're going to be for the rest of our lives, so you might as well accept it and use it for your better, for your good, for the good. So. All right, ladies, step number 3, be a goal getter. Set goals for yourself and don't stop until you achieve them and then set more. It builds confidence and a positive outlook for the future. This is the step that Tasha and I like to call the don't stop, get it step. Life is about growth, and if you're not growing, you're not living. So
if you're not growing, you're not living. But what I want to add to that is growth can be the smallest step identified. It doesn't have to be this great, magnificent step in comparison to what you see people on social media doing, what you see people on Facebook doing or Instagram. Make those goals according to you, according to what you can handle, according to your circumstances, according to what goals you want to reach, right? So if your step is something as simple as once a week, I'm going to go to the library and I'm going to read so that I can increase my knowledge in a certain subject, then that's what you do. And you gradually get there. Never compare yourself to anyone. Set your own goals.
That's right. That's right. It's not about everyone else. Remember, these steps are about you and your personal growth.
All right, ladies.
Step number 4. Take time for yourself. Okay? It's allowed and essential. just basically unplug yourself for a while and shut yourself off from the world. Don't think about anything pressing. Try to just work on existing in the moment. That could be locking yourself in the house, going to get a massage, going on a hike, going shopping, anything that allows you a mental break.
Self-care.
Yeah.
Right? Like she said, going on a hike, going shopping, don't spend all your money. You know, whatever makes you feel good, it's okay to do that. I know sometimes we're made to feel guilty because we're taking care of ourselves because we have all of these responsibilities to fulfill. But it is okay to unplug yourself from society. It is okay to shut off your phone. It's okay to not log into social media. And it's okay to actually pick up a book. It's okay to just lay there. It's okay to sit in a bath for 2 hours, which I've done before, and fall asleep. Please don't do that. Just unplug yourself. And when we say unplug yourself, we're not talking about unplug yourself with your friends, or literally unplug yourself. Do you take care of yourself, self-care, and just exist for yourself?
Because if you're not mentally healthy, you can't be there for anybody else. You got to be there for yourself first. And again, it's not about feeling guilty about it. It's okay. We are allowed to take a break. As women, I feel like it's hard for us to say no, and we constantly keep going. And I think that women are so strong. Sometimes we don't really realize that we're overworking ourselves and we're stressing ourselves because it feels normal. And especially as a woman of color, a lot of times we don't understand how stressed we really are because we take on so much on a daily basis. So it's really good to identify that, recognize it, and know that it's okay to take a step back for a little while.
Yeah. So what do you do for self-care and taking care of yourself? Well, we shop. We know,
I was like, why you put me on blast like that? You know what we do.
Yeah. But we also do some other things.
Yeah, we do. I like to write. Writing is a big way. It's a very big therapeutic outlet for me. I like to write, and Natty actually bought me a journal, and I really do utilize that. Sometimes just getting things out on paper, it helps you just to like take that stress off of your mind. You know what I mean? Sometimes things can be stuck in your mind, and it's good to just get it out one way or another, whether you're talking to someone, whether you're writing it down, of course, you know, shopping. I like to just go get my nails done sometimes because it just puts you in a state of relaxation. You're not really thinking about anything, you know, you're just taking care of yourself. So.
Definitely. And again, writing. I write poetry. So that's my thing. That's my self-care. Poetry, dance, music, reading as well. I love to read. My favorite author is James Patterson.
All right, ladies, step 5. We're getting to be some bad chicks already. I can tell, okay? So find your passion and your purpose in life. Not only doctors and lawyers are happy people. Let me repeat that. Not only doctors and lawyers are happy people. While, don't get me wrong, we have a great amount of respect for those who hold down those occupations, but that's not all there is to life. Be brave enough to be true to yourself and actually go for it. So.
And if that means, honestly, if that means you want to collect garbage, by all means, do it.
Somebody's got to do it.
I mean, never let anyone tell you, well, this career is a little bit better, or this career will make you more money, or if you do this, then your life will turn out better. If it doesn't fit who you are as an individual, don't stress yourself over it. Just do what makes you happy. Like we said, not only doctors and lawyers are happy people, and honestly, the doctors and the lawyers that I've met, they're a little bit stressed, just a little bit. So, I mean, if all of us were doctors, lawyers, engineers, nurses, who would do our hair? Who would collect the trash on Fridays? Who would art, the pictures, the music, the chefs in the the restaurants, the people who make our clothing, the fashion designers, the behind the screen writers. I mean, those careers matter. And even if it's just something as simple as, becoming an author and hoping that you sell one book, do what makes you happy.
Exactly. It's all about what makes you happy, guys. Remember that. The theme is we are searching within. So just be brave enough to really be honest with yourself about what makes you happy, and don't worry about what anybody else thinks. All right. All right, guys. Rule number 6, one of my personal favorites. Okay. So rules are meant to be broken. YOLO. So that means live outside of the box. As women, we have a lot of expectations placed upon us, and we are made to believe that it is the law. But guess what? You can do whatever the heck you want. It's your life, and who cares what others think. Surround yourself with genuine people who support you. So that means, guys, I feel like as women, different places that we are in life, we have all these expectations about what we're not supposed to do. I'm a mother, so that means I'm supposed to be dressing like a nun. I'm never supposed to go out or anything like that. But you know what? My daughter is well fed. She's smart. She's happy. It is okay. I'm allowed to dress good. I feel good about myself. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And what do you think as a wife, Tasha?
I think sometimes, or many a times, the expectation is as a wife, you're not supposed to go hang out with your friends, or not hang out with them past a certain time, or not hang out with them too often. And of course, in life, there has to be a balance. Everything is about balance. But again, you do what makes you happy. You do what makes you feel comfortable. As long as you are respecting yourself, respecting others, you're not harming others, and you're not harming yourself. YOLO.
Exactly, guys. And other examples, you know, you're supposed to sit like a lady, which is nothing wrong with that. We're not saying there's anything wrong with that, but we're just saying, like, I just feel like women are supposed to dress like this. It shouldn't
be a necessity.
Right. That's what we're saying. You know, it's your choice. And I feel like, don't be afraid to be brave and bold. I think that's what we're trying to get across to you guys. We're saying, you know, do it in a positive way. Still handle your business, but don't feel like you have to do anything. It's okay. You know, be creative. Do what makes you feel good.
If you want to shave your head as a woman,
yeah, exactly.
Do it, okay?
You know,
if you want to go blonde, do it. If you want to have pink hair, do it. YOLO.
Exactly. You don't want to wear makeup? Don't wear makeup. If you want to wear makeup, wear it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, stop worrying about what makes you less of a lady or not. You know, it's like, who made these rules anyway? Life is all about, you know, freedom and just enjoying it. There's no real rules. So I feel like that's just, you know, we have to recognize that. We have to do what makes us happy. So, yeah. All right, ladies. Number 7, okay? Being assertive does not mean that you're a B, okay? It means that you're an extremely capable superhero who knows exactly how to get the job done. If your counterparts don't like it, that's their problem. Don't ever dim your light to make someone else feel comfortable. Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shining, 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 yeah. Oh, okay. I thought she had me, but okay, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for this one, shining bright could mean it's going to be different for each individual. Shining bright for Lindsay might be different from how I shine bright. So again, you have to know yourself, but you also have to own yourself and who you are. And when you are shining, if someone criticizes that shine, that's their issue, okay? If someone is trying to dim your shine, let them dim it while you keep brightening it, okay? Never, and we mean never let someone else dim your shine. Now, I will say, easier said than done, right? Because we're women, right? And even with all these steps that we've given you guys so far, our feelings get hurt. We really do take into consideration what people say about us, and it's human nature to care what people think. So you have to be cognizant, and you have to really work so that when people are negatively criticizing you, or even if it's just constructive criticism that feels bad, you have to know your worth, hear what they're saying, and choose whether to accept it or not, but never allow that to dim your shine. And if you're shining at a 10, then that's you. And if someone else is shining at a 5, that's them. Don't dim their shine either.
Exactly. I feel like as women, we are so blessed with the ability to be very dynamic. And one of the most beautiful things about us is that we are able to be soft, but we're also able to be assertive. And we don't need to feel bad about that. There's nothing wrong with that. Step number 8, guys. Be supportive of other women. We must lift each other up more often. Seriously. It's not about being in competition. There is enough success to go around. Let's not be so divided. Matter of fact, forget all that divide and conquer stuff.
Forget the divide and conquer stuff. I mean, why divide? I mean, why not just work together?
Yeah.
I mean, if Lindsay has a skill that I don't have, why not tap into that? Why not bring her along? Why not communicate, collaborate, associate, assimilate? Why not do all of those things to reach some of your goals and help the other person reach her goal? We're women. We've got to be in this together. Like, just, yeah. I mean, it doesn't hurt, right?
That's why I feel like it's very important, because Natty-B and I actually have an organization. It's called Feminine Energy. And we are definitely working on like bringing a diverse group of women together. That's the thing. Like, we just feel like there's so much division between women, you know, whether it be race, religion, or whatever it is, and we don't like that. We feel like we can all come together, you know, and make a magic happen.
Right.
So we really are working hard to encourage that in our community and really all over the world.
We just want women to know, no matter what you look like, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Again, no matter what you look like she said, our goal with our organization known as Feminine Energy, up top, we just really want to foster an environment where women can come together and learn the skin that they're in, understand the skin that they're in, and then start to enjoy the skin that they're in. We're not all going to look the same. We're not all going to talk the same, walk the same. I might have bigger hips than the next person, and she might have bigger boobs than me, or have more hair than me, or less hair, and her nose might be wider and my teeth wider, whatever. We're all different. That's okay. And it goes back to some of our earlier steps, right? It makes us unique.
Yeah.
Exert that feminine energy.
I was just going to say the same thing. It brings us back to our earlier steps. That's what's so unique and exciting about life, that we're not all the same, and we can basically lean on each other, you know, to lift each other up and accomplish amazing things. And that's what we really want to foster and encourage. Ladies, we're almost there. We are at step number 9, okay? Quit doubting yourself and feeling inferior. You are just as good as any. Eat, sleep, and breathe that, because it's a fact. Being a woman is not a handicap, it's a superpower. Exert that feminine energy.
It's a superpower. I mean, who wouldn't want to be a woman?
I mean, I love being a woman. I don't know about you guys. So.
I mean, it speaks for itself, right?
Literally. I mean, we are some of the most amazing creatures on this earth. Obviously, life cannot go on.
The most amazing creature.
Yes, we are, literally, because we create life. We keep life going. You know what I mean? Think about that right there. Like, how powerful is that statement? Just to really think about that thought. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, it's a superpower, guys. Don't feel like it as a handicap. We go through a lot, but that's what really makes us as strong as we are. And again, we are the very reason that life continues. So,
and just to add to that, imagine being a woman, right? Whether you're a mother and or a wife and or a student and or an employee and or an entrepreneur and or a cook.
Sister.
I mean, we're doing all of these things, and we're still expected to maintain our sanity. That's not easy.
And our looks.
And our looks. That's not easy. I mean, that takes superpowers. And we've got that.
Exactly. And I feel like, you know, playing up what Natty said, a lot of times a woman will do so many things. She might not feel like her outside appearance is adding up, and she might feel bad about herself, but don't you dare ever feel bad about yourself, because you know what? You are a rock star. You're killing it. You're doing you're doing things that a lot of people can't do, but men can't do. So not to knock them. We are not, you know, men haters, but we're just saying that, like, feel empowered. Don't be so down on yourself, you know? You're definitely a rock star, so just keep that in mind. All right, step 10. This is simple, ladies.
Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. And that simply means stand up for yourself. If you feel like you're being attacked verbally, being attacked emotionally, being attacked sexually, physically, medically, stand up for yourself. Advocate for yourself. No one is going to do that better than you can. It can be difficult at times, especially when we're trying to meet societal norms. And again, going back to one of the earlier steps when we're saying being assertive does not make you a bee, even though sometimes society will make us feel that way. Be assertive, speak your mind, advocate for yourself, and let people know what you need. There is a fine line between being disrespectful and being assertive, but as long as you are assertive and you're expressing your emotions appropriately, do it. You're not hurting anyone. You're letting people know what you need, and it is now that fosters an opportunity for you to be provided with what you need. So stand up for yourself.
And actually, you want to demand respect by respecting yourself first. Show others how to treat you. If you don't have respect for yourself, other people are not going to have respect for you either. So you kind of just want to keep that in mind too, and use all the tools that Natty just listed to be able to command that respect and have that respect for yourself, whatever that means and whatever your situation or scenario is.
And I do want to encourage that if you identify and you understand that you're having a hard time speaking up for yourself, it's okay to utilize community resources, utilize people, utilize support systems to help you do that until you're able to get there. And that might be one of your goals for yourself.
If you need help, email us.
Yes. Feminine Energy, we're here. This is what we do. These are the things we talk about. We do have an event coming up Saturday, May 12th in Hampton, Virginia, where we will be discussing, just self-esteem, body image, and its overall effects on mental health.
Yeah.
So if you do happen to be in a Hampton Roads area, which is Chesapeake, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Hampton, and Newport News.
Yeah, Newport News.
We would love for you guys to come. Eventbrite, Women in Transformation. So look for us, and that's the 10 steps to
being a boss babe, being the perfect woman, but just being authentically you, being happy. You know what I mean? I think that the steps that we listed, I just think are very important. They're things that we as women deal with on a daily basis. And we just really want to encourage you guys to really take control of your life and control of your happiness. So as always, thank you for tuning in and continue being the boss babe that you truly are on the inside.
And subscribe.